You can see bowl season is about to start here. Yeah, I didn't do my NFL picks last week because exams are so fun. If you guys are wondering where I've been for the past week or two, exams are really fun. So this is our 2019-20. Oh yeah, I got those for my birthday. I like them. Anyway, these are our 2019-20 college football bowl picks. Zephian has not sent me all of his games yet, but he sent me the majority of them. Well, not the majority, about a fourth of them, but still, it's better than nothing. But once I get the rest of them, I'll put them in the description, as always. I'll go ahead and show you guys what we did for the year on our picks. So, for the year, I went 201 and 87, and Zephian went 191 and 97, so I beat him in the college picks by 10 games. And in the NFL picks, I think he has like a 2-game lead on me right now. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Hold on, let's see if this will focus. There we go. The Makers won in Bahamas Bowl. It's about to start right now. Buffalo against Charlotte. I'm taking Charlotte there, and Will Healy. That's kind of a bias there, just because I live like right down the road from. Well, I live near Clarksville, so, and he was at Austin Peay for a while, so I'm kind of being biased there, taking Charlotte. But that's kind of how I picked these games between the group of 5 teams. Zephian's going with Buffalo there, though, so there's one disagreement between us already. Utah State against Kent State. That's tonight. I'm going with Utah State here. Zephian is too. They got a really good quarterback. I don't remember his name exactly, but he's projected to go in the first couple rounds of the NFL draft. So I'll take the Utah State just because of him. Whoa. Central Michigan against San Diego State in the New Mexico Bowl. I'm going with San Diego State to get the win here. You know, they've had a pretty good year. Not as good as they have before, but they still had a pretty good year, so I'm going with San Diego State there. Zephian's going with Jim McElwain in Central Michigan to get the win there. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if they were in the MAC championship. Let me look here. I'm pretty sure they were in the MAC championship. Yeah, they were, and they lost to Miami, Ohio, so I'm going with the momentum not really being on their side right now, and I'm going with San Diego State there. Liberty against Georgia Southern in the Cure Bowl. I'm going with Georgia Southern there. They've been one of the best teams in the, at least I think. I'm going to be honest with y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing on games like this, so I'm going to try to come up with the reasons, but don't expect anything spectacular. And Zephian's going with Georgia State there too. Georgia Southern there too. Goodness. The Boca Raton. Is it Boca Raton or Boca Raton? Someone tell me. Anyway, SMU versus Florida Atlantic. I'm going with Florida Atlantic, or SMU there. They've been one of the best teams in the American all year long. If you think about it, if they would have beat Memphis, they might be in the New Year's Six Bowl. I might have lost to someone next week. I don't really remember, but yeah. And Zephian's going with Florida Atlantic here, though. So there's another game we are already that we disagree on. It is at home for them, so I understand why he did that. FIU versus Arkansas State in the Camellia Bowl. I'm going with Arkansas State there. I think they get the better of Florida International there. And Zephian's going with Florida International, so once again, another disagreement. Number 19 Boise State against Washington in the Las Vegas Bowl. Chris Peterson coaching in his final game. I think that Boise State gets it done, and they beat Washington here. Zephian's going with Washington, so yet again another disagreement, but I like Boise State to get it done here. What else was I about to do? Oh, yeah. Appalachian State against UAB in the New Orleans Bowl. I like App State here. They've been one of the best group of 5 teams all year long. I'm going to expect it to change here. I'm going with App State to beat UAB. I think this is actually going to be a pretty close game. Zephian's also going with App State. This is the last game he gave me his picks for. But I think UAB keeps it close for a little bit, but I think App State wins. UCF against Marshall in the, in the Gasparilla Bowl. I got UCF here. That's like right down the road from them, so I'll go UCF because of the home field advantage, I guess you could say, and I think they're just the better team. The SoFi Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii against BYU. Obviously, us Tennessee fans know all about them. I like Hawaii there, just because it is at Hawaii.
I'll go with the home field advantage once again. Take Hawaii to beat BYU. The Walk-Ons Independence Bowl, Louisiana Tech against Miami. I'm going with Miami there. I do think they do come out motivated, and they're not going to take Louisiana Tech lightly, obviously, considering they lost to FIU. But I got Miami winning there in the Independence Bowl. The Quick Lane Bowl between Pitt and Eastern Michigan. I'm going to go with another ACC team to beat another Group of 5 team, and I'll take Pitt there over Eastern Michigan. You know, they've had a pretty decent season, so I think they close it out with a win against Eastern Michigan. And yet again, I'm going to do the same thing. North Carolina against Temple in the Military Bowl. I'm taking North Carolina here. North Carolina's exceeded everyone's expectations this year, I think. I actually think Mac Brown's building something good up there at North Carolina, and I think they're actually going to be pretty good pretty soon. So I'm going with North Carolina there. I really like, what's his name? What's their quarterback's name? Like, I almost said Sam Pittman. Obviously, that's not it. Sam Powell, I think. Yeah. My bad. The New Era Pinstripe Bowl, Michigan State against Wake Forest. I like Wake Forest here. Wake Forest has had a good season compared to expectations, and Michigan State's not lived up to theirs at all. So I'm going with Wake Forest there. I might have to split this into 2 parts. If I do, I'm sorry, because I don't know how much space I have, but I don't know. Anyway, number 25, Oklahoma State against Texas A&M in the Texas Bowl. I like Oklahoma State here. I did not like how Texas A&M closed the season out against LSU. Obviously, LSU's a really good team, but I just did not like how that looked at all, so I'm going with Texas A&M in there. Oh, yeah, now I get to sit down for a little bit. The Holiday Bowl between number 22, I think? 22 USC and number 16 Iowa. I'm going with Iowa there. USC doesn't have much momentum right now. They had a really bad day on Wednesday with recruiting, but I'm going with Iowa there to get the win. The Cheez-It Bowl between Air Force and Washington State. I'm actually going with... Oh, shoot. Hold on. There we go. I'm actually going with Air Force to get the win here over Washington State. I think they've had a pretty good year, so... And Washington State's kind of just been all over the place all year, so I'll go with Air Force there to get the win. The first New Year's Six Bowl of the day. Number 17 Memphis against number 10 Penn State. I like Penn State there. I'm not sure if Mike Norvell's coaching the bowl game. I don't think he is, so I'll take Penn State there to get the win due to the distractions of not having a head coach for Memphis. The Camping World Bowl between number 15 Notre Dame and Iowa State. Obviously, I'm going Notre Dame here. I don't really think that's going to be a very close game. I think Notre Dame wins it pretty easily. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl between Western Kentucky and Western Michigan. I'm going with Western Kentucky there. I just think they're a little bit better of a team than Western Michigan, and yeah, that's what I'm going with. The Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl. This is a game us Tennessee fans thought we were playing in between Mississippi State and Louisville. I got Mississippi State getting the win there. I think they keep their momentum from the Egg Bowl, and they get the win in the Music City Bowl over Louisville. And Louisville just got blown out by Kentucky, so yeah, I'll go with Mississippi State there. The Red Box Bowl between Cal and Illinois. Illinois had a really good year, and I think they close it out here with a big win against Cal in the Red Box Bowl. Anytime you get a bowl win for a program like Illinois, it's a big deal. So I'll go with Illinois to come out inspired and get the dub. The Capital One Orange Bowl between number 9 Florida and number 24 Virginia. I think this game is actually going to be a lot closer than people think, just because Florida might come out unmotivated. I do think they end up winning the game, but if Florida comes out unmotivated, expect this game to be uninterested. This could definitely be a close game. The Belk Bowl between Virginia Tech and Kentucky. I got Kentucky there. I think they come out and get it done. I think Lynn Bowden has a big last game at Kentucky, and they beat Virginia Tech. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl between
Florida State and Arizona State. Every time I say Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, I laugh. I'll go with Arizona State there to get it done. Hold up. I think they got they've got some good momentum right now, and Herm Edwards is trying to build something down there, and I think he's doing a pretty good job. So I'll go with Arizona State there. Oops, there we go. Number 23, Navy at Kansas State. Not at Kansas State. Stop saying that. In the Liberty Bowl, I'm going Navy there. I think they keep the momentum from the Army-Navy game, and they go beat Kansas State in that game. Georgia State against Wyoming in the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. Obviously, us Tennessee fans know all about Georgia State. If I can get my freaking notebook over here, maybe I can see who I'm picking. There we go. Where is it? I can't even find the game now. Wrong page. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm going with Wyoming there. I kind of forgot who I picked there. I'm sorry. I'm going with Wyoming there, though. I think they squeak one out against Georgia State. Don't be surprised if Georgia State wins this game, though. And good season for Georgia State either way. The Valero Alamo Bowl, number 11 Utah against Texas. This is a game Texas needs really bad, obviously. I'm going with Utah here. I don't see a team like Utah being uninterested to play in any bowl game. So I'm going to go with Utah here to get the win, with them being the better team, in my opinion. The Outback Bowl between number 18 Minnesota and number 12 Auburn. I actually think this is going to be a really good game. I think both teams are going to be very motivated to play in this game. And I'm going with Auburn there to get it done. I think it's going to be a close game, but Auburn wins by a field goal. The VRBO Citrus Bowl between number 14 Michigan and number 13 Alabama. I'm just laughing because Alabama's in this year. Yeah, I'm going with Bama there. I don't think it really matters how many players sit out for them. They're going to win this game. I don't know if it'll be a blowout or not, but I think Bama still wins either way. The Rose Bowl game, number 6 Oregon against number 8 Wisconsin. I think this is going to be a really good game. I think Oregon ends up winning it. I think Justin Herbert has a big day. They're going to be motivated to play in this game. I think all those Pac-12 teams, the Rose Bowl means a lot to them, and the Big Ten teams. So I think it's going to be a really good game too. But I'm going with Oregon to get it done. The All-State Sugar Bowl between number 5 Georgia and number 7 Baylor. I am going with the momentum factor once again, but I think the same thing happens to Georgia that happened to them last year. They come out uninterested, and Baylor, the more motivated team, gets it done and wins the All-State Sugar Bowl over Baylor. Shoot. There we go. The Birmingham Bowl between Boston College and number 21 Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati to get the win here. I think they've had a really good year. You know, if they hadn't lost to Memphis, they'd probably be in the New Year's Six Bowl, the Cotton Bowl right now. But I think Cincinnati gets it done and beats Boston College in the Birmingham Bowl. This game. Indiana and Tennessee in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. I think Tennessee wins by 2 touchdowns, like 35-21, something like that. I might have a more in-depth preview of this game, breaking down really like the matchups of the game later, but I'm going with Tennessee in this game, obviously. Okay. Ohio against Nevada in the Idaho Potato Bowl. I got Nevada there. I think there's the better team there, so I'm going with Nevada. Don't really have reasons for these games. Armed Forces Bowl between Southern Miss and Tulane. This game is early. It's like 10:30 in the morning for here. I'm going Tulane there to get it done. Or no, I'm not. I'm going with Southern Miss. And then finally the Lending Tree Bowl, formerly known as the Dollar General Bowl. Louisiana and Miami of Ohio. I've got Louisiana to get it done against Miami of Ohio. Finally, my camera will focus, we get over to the college football playoff. So, in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, we have number 4 Oklahoma and number 1 LSU. I think I might do a more in-depth preview on the playoff too.
I think LSU comes out and really, well, I'm not going to say they slaughter Oklahoma. I think this game will probably be like tied at halftime, or it might be close at halftime. And then in the second half, I think LSU pulls away and probably wins this game like 42-28, something like that. So I've got LSU winning the Peach Bowl and moving on to the national championship game. And obviously this is the big one. Number 3 Clemson against number 2 Ohio State in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. I think Ohio State wins this game by a field goal. Clemson has not played anyone. Not that they're not a good team or anything, but they have just not played anyone. So I don't see how Ohio State, or I don't see how Clemson can get this done. I just don't see it, honestly. So I think that national championship is still going to be LSU, Ohio State. I'll go ahead and tell you I think LSU is going to win it, but I'm not going to add that into my picks until the actual national championship's revealed. So hope you guys enjoyed my bowl picks. This is a long video, 16 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and enjoy bowl season because it's starting today.